When it comes to the royal patronage, the famous incident and the recorded incident is this. The crown which was blessed by our 12th Acharya Vidyaranya Maharaj, when we say our Acharya Vidyaranya Maharaj, we claim it as a pride. See, the Sishyas of Mysore for thousands of years will claim our Acharya, the 33rd Jagadguru. He is a Jagadguru for the whole spectrum, no doubt, for the whole universe. But the pride that he belongs to your place in Mysore. We have seen this for the 34th Acharya, when the residents of Sringeri will claim it so proudly. Jagadguru Srimad Chandrasekhar Bharati Mahaswamigal walked in the street. He could have sat there, he could have spoken here, he could have meditated here. The Sishyas will say that with passion. We say that with same passion, even though Vidyaranya Maharaj is a Jagadguru, he belongs to our lineage, our order of the 12th Acharya, who gave the crown to the Vijayanagara empire, which lasted for 350 years. After that, the crown was back in Sringeri. And the first visit the Mysore Maharaja makes, the book Sage Par Excellence records, 7/12/1885, when the Maharaja visits Sringeri, then 33rd Acharya says, it has been the long-wished desire of my Guru that the right honor should be made to this kingdom, because it is now the Karnataka kingdom. And therefore, we adorn this as a blessing of our Guru on your head. This is what has been conveyed to the. And there are 2 slokas where our Acharya prays for the welfare of the Mysore palace and the young 2 princes. 2 slokas. When it comes to Ramnath, administrator has already said about it. When he goes to Ramnath, he finds the Rajarajeshwari temple where they are giving a Sahasra Bali in one of the Dasara days, 1,000 creatures to be killed. Which Acharya says, the book beautifully writes, he wanted to change the process, but he allowed the king to make the request. It prompted prayer. Our Mahasannidhanam has said about Preranai in several Anugraha Bhashanams. But please understand, Sishyas, Preranai comes only when there is a Guru Anugraham. It is Guru's Preranai. It is not our Preranai. Preranai comes to the human body, to the human mind, but it comes only when Guru blesses it. And it comes only as Guru Darshanam. So this Preranai prompts the king to make that request. And Acharya converts that into a Sri Vidya Upasana. And does not stop there. He finds there are 2 parallel incidents, one in the divine life history of Vidyaranya Maharaj, where he took the kingdom for the welfare of the kingdom from Harihara and gave it back in 20 minutes. Likewise, he took the kingdom of Ramnath, held it and gave it the next day morning to his son, Mutturamalingadavar, Setupati. Now in the case of Travancore Maharaja, the Maharaja made one fairly odd request. He said, my birth star is on a particular day. You should enter Trivandrum only on that day, for my sake. It was very inconvenient for the 33rd Acharya. He said, never mind, my Sishya wants it. I will therefore do it for you. And he enters Trivandrum as per the request of the 33rd Acharya. Take the case of Chandramoulishwara. When in Belaguppe, when a thief stormed the house and stole several valuable articles and jewels, they also took the Ratnagarbha Ganapati and the Chandramoulishwara. For 5 days, Acharya sat in complete penance chanting the Lakshmi Narasimha mantra. And when the 6th day the inspector declared on the 5th day that this has been found, Acharya from evening 7 o'clock to the next day morning 6 o'clock performs a non-stop puja. When it comes to Mata Sharada, he refers to, my Guru has said, this is a sloka which says so, that your divine mother is Mata Sharada. You are his divine son, and you will get the divine blessings of yoga being taught by Mata Sharada, which has 8 limbs. When it comes to the common man, and we should understand how 33rd Acharya, 125 years has been so progressive. when one of them, Sishyas, wanted to build a Dandayudapani temple, he expressed a desire. There was huge temple conflicts during that era. So he expressed a desire, I want this temple to be built so that people from all castes come and worship. Acharya blessed that. 125 years back, and said, we will lay the foundation ceremony, we will go to Rameshwaram, finish the yatra, come back and perform the Kumbhabhishekam for you. So, to cite one example in quoting Mysore as an incident, on one of the yatras, Acharya found a lady shedding tears in happiness, in joy in one corner of the crowd. Acharya spots her and traces that it is this lady who has shouldered, how blessed that lady should be, shouldered Acharya when he was 2 years old. Remembers that, calls her, gives her abundantly, blesses her abundantly, and she walks away. A 50-year-old Sishya, after marrying twice, does not get a progeny. So he comes with a will to the Sringeri Mutt and before the Acharya and says, I want to execute this will because all this property should now go to the Mutt. Acharya smiles. Mata Sharada's will is otherwise. You take it back. He says, why? Mata's will. So he puts one amendment. If I don't get issues, it will still go back to the Sringeri Mutt. He gets 3 sons and 3 daughters thereafter and lives a ripe old age. Common man, royal kings. When it comes to Maharishis, Tapasvis, and Jivan Muktas like Brahmendra, see, the connect with Brahmendra is very important because Brahmendra doesn't belong to any monk order. He is an independent Jivan Mukta. And our Acharya and our Parampara says, this is the only exception from our Avichinna Guru Parampara where we go and offer our worships at Brahmendra, even though he does not, Acharya Brahmendra does not belong to any monk order. When it comes to Rameshwaram, within that short span of 4 yatras, Acharya has visited Rameshwaram twice. And on one of the occasions, he stayed in Dhanushkodi for 3 days and in Rameshwaram for 8 days. So, there is so much to say. I request young Sishyas to read the book, The Sage par excellence. You all hail from Mysore, and you should read it page by page to understand and assimilate the richness, the greatness, the resourcefulness, the blissfulness, and whatnot of our 33rd Acharya. My last 5-10 minutes, I have one request, one prayer to make to all of you, because it may be slightly, but there is a connect. I'm meeting Guru Seva Nirata after his assumption of office only for the first time today. And I'm referring this because there is a connect, sir. Allow me to say this. In Atmastava, in Shloka 10, the 33rd Acharya renders a 2-line verse. And the English commentary on that is so beautifully scripted. It says how Jagadguru Srimad Sachidananda Shiva Abhinava Nrsimha Bharati Mahaswamigal reveled in self, reveled in nothing but meditating on the Brahman, and says how he could reach that state and experience because he handed over 2 of his dutiable responsibilities, once and for all, by selecting a successor, which Shri Mahasannidhanam has done it for our benefit in 2015. And the second portion of that commentary says, by also requesting the administrative duties to be relieved and handed over, which Shri Mahasannidhanam has again blessed for all the Sishyas for continuing this tradition of handling the administrative work from the 25th of January of 2024. And Shri Shri Mahasannidhanam and the 33rd Acharya Atmastava will apply now to Shri Shri Mahasannidhanam. Totally reveled in bliss. So, you are that fortunate in assuming this. I say this with utmost sincerity about this office. It's an office which carries so much of responsibilities because it is a choice by the Acharya on user. I'll make only one comparison and leave it there. When Acharya blessed our Arun Yogiraj a few weeks back and that video came, Acharya, it's such a beautiful statement of our Acharya, worth repeating million times. He said, Yogiraj is a chosen vehicle of Bhagavan Sri Rama. Rama thought Yogiraj should carve his. And therefore, because he became his tool, he gave him all the abundant resources to him to carve it out. It is his decision. And that is why that Vigraha, whenever you see Ram Lalla, you want to see it again and again and again. That spiritual effulgence in that Vigraham comes because of divine blessing, divine choice, divine tool, and divine resources put together.